Hello. Most people believe that Hermes was principally a messenger god, but in reality, he was a very busy bee, involved in all sorts of activities. So much so that I'm going to give two talks about him. The first one, which I'm giving today, will be an overview of his life. In my second talk, coming up shortly, I'll discuss various myths he was involved in. So what do we know about Hermes? Firstly, his father was Zeus and his mother was Maia, a nymph. It's said he was born in a cave in Arcadia, in southern Greece, where he was raised by Maia. Secondly, he was one of the 12 Olympian gods. Thirdly, his Roman name was Mercury, but we are talking about the same god. Let's now look at his role as a messenger god. The first thing to recognise is that Hermes wasn't the only messenger amongst the deity. Iris was also a messenger goddess, as well as being the rainbow goddess. She played a particularly active role in the Iliad, carrying messages for Zeus and a number of other gods. However, in Homer's The Odyssey, Hermes was much more prominent, working almost exclusively for Zeus, his father. As I said at the beginning, Hermes was a busy bee, and as well as being a messenger god, he was also a god responsible for many other activities. Let's look at some of the main ones. He was often referred to as the god of thieves and tricksters. He was a very precocious youngster, charming and quick-witted. He liked playing tricks and was not averse to a bit of thievery, as we'll see in my next talk. So it was only natural he would become the god of thieves and tricksters. I have to say his father Zeus often enjoyed his son's tricks, and he definitely had a soft spot for Hermes. Secondly, because Hermes journeyed far and wide, carrying messages, he was the god responsible for travellers. This also applied to merchants, who were involved in trade between different types of people. Hermes' mobility meant that he crossed boundaries, and so, like Hecate, he was a god of boundaries and crossroads. Now, one particular boundary he frequently crossed was between the living world and the underworld. Hermes would often accompany dead souls from the land above to their final resting place, as he went backwards and forwards between the two worlds. In terms of attire, Hermes wore winged sandals and a winged helmet. He also carried a staff called a caduceus, which had wings on it and was also entwined by two snakes. All of these items symbolized speed and agility, characteristics for which Hermes was particularly famous. Two final points on him. Firstly, Hermes was the father of Hermaphroditus, a son he had with Aphrodite. He was also the father of Pan, the god of fields and shepherds, his mother being a nymph. Secondly, he invented a musical instrument called the lyre, which I'll say more about in my next talk on Hermes' myths. Thank you.